There's plenty of star power here in Daytona, even at the Xfinity level. You got drivers like A.J. Allmendinger, you got TV and movie star Frankie Muniz driving, but there's also lesser-known drivers like Alpha Prime's Ryan Ellis. And for him, the journey to get here has been a grind, and it spans more than just one generation.
300 miles. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Talladega Superspeedway.
Green, 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 green.
So close, he could almost taste it. For NASCAR Xfinity Series driver Ryan Ellis, his finish at Talladega last season sticks with him. How many times has that played in your head?
Man, a billion times. It was like a career best finish for me at that point.
Final time around. Next flag ends the race.
It was the last lap. A big crash had vaulted Ellis in the 45 car to 10th place and a chance to finally realize a dream of finishing in the top 10. But fate had other plans.
Here they come, back through the tri-oval. Garrett Smithley is spinning. They're racing back to the checkers. Will the caution come out at the line? It's Jeb Burton.
I couldn't see. I just literally closed my eyes and just stayed in the throttle at 140, 50 miles an hour, pounded the inside wall. I was like hurt. I'm like, where do we end up? And they said 11th, and I just cried.
The tears, Ellis says, came from the feeling of letting himself and the team down. But the dream of a top 10 finish in NASCAR goes much further back than just last year.
Thank Ryan.
For Ellis, the need for speed is in his blood. Ryan's dad was a race car driver, just like his dad was before him.
He was killed in a racing accident in 1958, and same year my dad was born.
The drive for victory lane didn't just come from his dad's side, though. His grandpa on his mom's side had dreams of checkered flags, too. The world had different plans. Despite being born here after Pearl Harbor, his grandfather was put in an internment camp, like many other Japanese.
Spent 2 years there, lost family members while in that internment camp. Came out and wanted to prove, he's like, I'm an American, I'm here, I want to be an American, went to war.
Fred Hayashi would serve as a translator for the American military in Japan. When he came home, he traded in his rifle for the thrill of off-road racing. But Hayashi never made it big on the track. Instead, he made history, working at the first Toyota dealership in the U.S. before eventually opening up his own body shop.
And he quit racing, ironically, because he was just sick of getting beat by guys with bigger budgets and bigger teams.
Ryan Ellis, driver the 45 for Alpha Prime.
In his footsteps, Ellis has made history too, becoming the first Japanese American to race a Toyota car in the Cup Series in 2016. For him, though, it wasn't enough. Part-time racing is where the ride ended for his family before him. For him, it needed to be more, even if it meant at times sending his own marketing emails just to get sponsors for race day. How many times did you want to quit?
Every day. It's true. It seems like every day there's 99 bad days in the sport, but that last day makes it worth it.
Now at 34, Ellis is living what his father and his grandfathers chased. This year will be his first full season as a NASCAR Xfinity driver, racing for the small but scrappy Alpha Prime Racing.
Truly a family-owned team, so going out there and grinding for a top 15 is a win for us. There are actual wins, obviously, that we're aiming for. We're trying to get an actual checkered flag in here, but a top 15 is a day that you really can't hang your head on at the shop.
So, sure, was Talladega last year a win? In some minds, yes. But for Ellis, he's chasing that top 10, that victory lap. Not just for him and his team, but for his family's racing legacy. And that's why this year, heading into Daytona and the 24 season, the fire's burning within him hotter than the rubber beneath his wheels, with no red flags in sight.
I want to leave my mark on the sport, whether that's from the business side or, be somebody's hero just that can relate to my story. But, until I have a win, I'm not going to sleep at night. I feel like I've won in my dreams, whether I want to admit it or not, and it's something I want to realize for sure.